How are you cutting this out?
Dance, dance, Mikey, dance.
This is my happy dance after I eat Veggie
Perform
Grill.
for me. Did you hear how intense that cough was?
That was intense.
That shook me. That vibrated my rib cage. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Monica. If you are new here, subscribe. I make videos on like a lot of vegan food, wellness, that kind of thing. And today I'm doing my first ever mukbang, one of those things, eating show with my friend Alex. He's been on my YouTube channel a couple times before. And yeah, I thought he would join me because I don't really know how to do one by myself yet, so yay! Okay, you want to tell them where we went and what we got?
Well, we went to a Veggie Grill where we decided to get a selection from the summer selection on the menu, which I have as my double queso burger, which has tomato, cilantro, a double Beyond Burger patty with
Oh, it's oozing.
a couple different varieties of cheese. So this is new to the summer menu. So haven't had this before. I usually go in and get bowls and salads. They have great marsala bowl. They have great veggie rolls.
They do is like amazing.
So
okay, we also got nachos. Yummy! We got grilled chicken on the nachos. So that is looking pristine. Yummy! What kind of soup did you get?
I got tomato bisque, creamy tomato bisque.
Oh yeah. And then this is also new. This is bok choy. So I guess it's like a bok choy like salad kind of thing. So that's interesting. Yeah. And then we also got this peach cream cake, which is on their new menu. So that looks good. I've never gotten dessert from Veggie Grill before, so I'm super stoked. And then I love this sandwich so much. It's the buffalo chicken bomber. And it's my absolute favorite, mainly because buffalo sauce is my absolute favorite with french fries and a side of ketchup. Yay! Okay.
And then we got the macho nacho.
Yes, matcha nachos.
So macho nachos, just like typical nachos, except we had the with the grilled chicken. So
and everything is vegan from Veggie Grill, of course.
yes.
So
Exciting.
yay! Okay, let's like try everything now.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'll start off with a little bit of cream soup.
Love nachos.
I don't mind hot soup when it's 100 degrees out, so this is fabulous.
Mexican food is my absolute favorite.
Very creamy, a little spicy.
Yeah.
I haven't had vegan soup actually, creamy vegan soup yet. I have actually, so Monica wanted me to tell everyone about my vegan experience, which actually started only 4 months ago.
Yeah, we calculated it out yesterday.
And it's been quite an experience, and so I don't know if maybe I can get into that after we talk about some of our eat some of our food.
Yeah, let's eat. I'm so excited. So yeah, this buffalo chicken bomber is my personal favorite. I feel like we need napkins.
Oh yeah, I got some.
Right here.
I'll put some advertisement in the back. There we go.
Oh yeah. Veggie Grill!
Right on. Very cheesy.
I want to bite of it.
I haven't had a good burger in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, really. Carl's Jr. Burger. Had Carl's Jr. Burger yesterday when they were doing their free giveaway for their advertisement for providing plant-based burgers. And so it was all right. It was pretty good for fast food. Wasn't bad. I decided to get a lettuce wrap, which, you know, to make fast food any healthier.
Yeah, I don't eat any fast food except for like Chipotle, if you consider that fast food, or Subway sometimes. But like my sophomore year of college, I just decided that I no longer wanted to eat fast food, like McDonald's, that kind of thing. So I probably will not be reviewing any fast food anytime soon, but if you want to see that, then let me know and I'll make Alex eat everything.
Burger King also started their own Impossible Burger or Beyond Burger as
Yeah.
well. So I've yet to try that, but I might as well give it a try.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
So what's this called again? Kickin' Chicken? Oh, hefty chicken piece.
Mmm. That's a buffalo chicken bomber. That's really good.
Right?
I like your sesame seed bun.
I like your spicy. Wow. I don't think I've only had like 2 or 3 chicken sandwiches, and because I never really found chicken alternatives to be that good, but I think buffalo chicken has been really good. Definitely, if you're gonna have chicken, buffalo chicken is the way to go. Buffalo chicken from Whole Foods is very good, and this is also extremely good too.
Can we keep each other in check with our faces? Because I get so messy. So.
Do you like this one or this one better?
I like them both. You
This
can
one's really
switch
good.
anytime. Or you can just keep eating whatever.
Have another bite.
Mukbang! Let me know how it's actually pronounced in the comments, please. Is it mukbang, mukbang, or eating show? I love food. I've been vegan 3.5 years, or coming up on 3.5 years, and wow, that's a really long time. That's so crazy.
It is.
So
It's 1/10 of your life. No, it's not. Just kidding. It's 1/10 of my life.
So I don't remember like what real cheese and real meat taste like. So I think everything's amazing. Like I think every vegan alternative at this point in my life is amazing. But I know that they're not.
I started, like I said, 4 months ago, and it was tough because all I had was a microwave. So everything was just microwaved or it was raw. So I was just eating a lot of veggies and hummus and bean dip. And I was also trying to stay off a heavy amount of carbs. So I really wasn't providing myself a really good, variety of food. But I was very adamant that I was going to be stay vegan, so I went through it, and it only got better the more I was exposed to different restaurants and different kinds of vegan food. So it only gets better once you expose yourself to what's out there.
True. I do not like this. Did you like it?
I do. It's healthy. I'm used to just eating veggies, so for me, anything that's cooked other than microwave tastes good to me. I like it.
It tastes like medicine to me. I love vegetables. I eat vegetables every day. And raw and cooked. And this is disgusting. And bok choy is like one of my favorite vegetables. So that was disappointing.
I'll give it back to you. I like it.
Me too. Veggie Grill's fries are so good too. Yeah, I'm gonna do skimmer-rinky-dink. Skimmer-rinky-doo. I love you. If anyone knows what I'm referring to, which should be approximately 38 million people, let me know.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yes. So good. I love Veggie Grill. So why did you go vegan?
Well, though I've only been 100% vegan for the last 4 months, I've been dabbling in it for the past year, and I found it was a good, healthy alternative to some of the foods we eat, and you instead of loading up on meats and a lot of animal proteins, helps you load up a lot of vegetables too, which I was lacking. So I thought it would force me to eat more healthy, natural foods, and then to also eliminate animal products. And once I was able to enjoy meat alternatives, then that only became, a better diet. I also felt like it's better for environment, it's better for your own health. There are many different ways to look at it. I feel like, a lot of people have their own reason. They have one reason to, a handful of reasons out there, and I felt like, I definitely into.
So did you not like meat alternatives before you went vegan?
I did grow up on Boca burgers because they were easy. Mom made those was it Northern Star or
Morningstar
Boca burgers were always in the house, so I was used to that. But other than that, which are just bean based, I never really had like the other alternatives that are meant to taste like meat. So didn't really have that until up until the last like 6 months. So
I remember one time we went to Veganburg, which is in San Francisco, and you said to me, you were like, this tastes so good, I don't understand why people eat this when a real burger is so much better. Like, you can have this, but even better.
Oh, I thought. Why people eat vegan burgers?
Yeah.
Well, I clearly didn't understand.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people say, like, why do vegans, like, want to eat things that taste like meat? Like, they should just be vegan and just eat vegetables. But it's, like, you don't go vegan because you're like, I hate the taste of meat, unless that's literally why you go vegan, which is a valid reason. But it's, like, you go vegan, like, for the planet, the animals, your health, and, like, you eat this stuff, even though it's, like, not a health food, I guess, because it tastes good still.
True.
You still miss the flavor, and it still helps make, like, a balanced diet, for sure.
And my response to anyone who says, well, why do you want something that tastes like meat? Well, really, meat's really not cooked to taste like meat. It's seasoned and it's cooked, and there's all these chemicals there's all the chemical properties are changed, in meat anyway. So whether it's like caramelizing to bring out sweeter or saltier, or using like Cajun to buffalo sauce to barbecue sauce, we're never eating straight raw meat. So to that I say we just make things taste better.
Yeah.
And we just happen to make it look like meat.
For sure. Cheers.
For sure. Cheers. Nacho.
Taco fry. So good. What inspired you to be vegan? Because I never shared why I'm vegan either.
Oh, what inspired me? So what inspired me to be vegan? Well, after exposing myself after Monica exposing me to a couple of videos, but also, having the idea and wanting to change the way I ate. Even before I thought about going vegan, I wanted to eliminate certain things that may or may not cause inflammation, dairy, red meat. So those are the two things I wanted to eliminate, just because I was having some back problems, which could have been inflammation. Turned out it wasn't. But and then I started eating a lot of salads. I wanted to lose a little bit of weight. So I thought that taking out carbs. So I was just eating salads and fish. And so eating salads, fish, and a little bit of cheese, just to eliminating the cheese and the fish. And then the hardest part, actually, I think for a week before I went full vegan, the hardest thing for me to do was to eliminate the half and half in my coffee, which I found after trying almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. I found that coconut milk was my favorite, and I now enjoy my coffee with coconut milk.
What do you miss?
And
then you can ask me questions because I feel like I'm just eating and you're not.
It's okay. I miss grilling steak, but you know, I miss, I guess, the taste of that. But you know, now, I mean, I enjoy doing it. I enjoyed grilling, but so I haven't grilled since I've become vegan. But you know, it's not. But the reasons behind going vegan and, you know, why I am doing this for the environment and for animals, it's worth the sacrifice. I can grill other things. There are many things that you can grill. But enough about me. What about you, Monica? When did you start? Why did you do it? And what was that realization where you would never go back?
You're asking such good questions. Okay, so yeah, I went vegan March 2015, like officially. But I had dabbled before, and I'll do a whole video explaining everything. But the reason why I went vegan initially was because I had a doctor tell me to cut out dairy because I had really bad acne, and I was like, nothing is working. Like, I've literally done everything I can think of, put me on some magic pill, and she was like, nope, cut out dairy for a month, and then you can come back and see if it's better. And I was like, girl, I am cheese queen. I cannot cut out dairy. And then I went home and I researched dairy and acne, and then I just found like myself in a whole, I don't know, vortex of research and between like dairy and just dairy in general. And then I came across like vegan videos and documentaries, and I sat there and watched like so many in a row, and I was just like, okay, this makes so much sense, like not just for my acne, not just for my health, but like for the planet, for animals, like like everything. And I was like, why isn't everyone vegan? Like, do they not understand this? And like, of course they don't, because like I didn't understand it before. But so yeah, that's why I went vegan, and it wasn't pretty much overnight decision. Like, there was a few things like I had to slowly cut out, and I think even before March I was vegan, but then I accidentally ordered fried rice, and I was like, no butter, like cook it in oil, and no fish sauce, and then when it came it had egg, and I was like, oh shoot. But me and my friend had driven like 20 miles or like 20 minutes to go get this food, so I was like, I'll just pick around. And then I called myself vegan the next day. That was my day one. And what other questions did you ask?
When you did it, you know, why you did it, and then, like I said, was the realization, like you said, you did it after looking at videos. And
yeah, there was so many videos. I would say the #1 video that like really inspired me was 101 Reasons to Go Vegan. It's a speech on YouTube.
Is that Gary?
No. That's the greatest speech ever. Gary Yourofsky or something. That
was the one that made me realize, like, yeah, there's no dispute, you know. But that's just me. Like, other people can dispute, and I would love to, you know, in your comments, you know, love to, if you want to ask questions and stuff, you know, like, I think the biggest misconception or what people portray, you know, is that they've known all along, and you should too, but that's not true, because I've been, you know, for 30 years I didn't eat vegan. 30 and a half years I didn't eat vegan.
Pause. I don't like the soup either. Did you like it? It was too sweet to me.
My taste buds are different because I eat a lot of just raw, unseasoned, uncooked stuff. So for me,
I feel like I'm not healthy.
No, I'm just saying, like, I eat a lot of raw things. Like, I don't have. Right now, I'm living out of a hotel, so I don't have the luxury.
I'm healthy.
I know, I'm not sick. I am great. Now I'm going to be sick.
You won't be sick.
But, what was I saying?
Gary Yourofsky's speech is what made you go vegan in the comments.
Oh, I was just saying, yeah.
If they have questions.
You know, I think it's some of the, what I enjoy a lot about being vegan is answering people's questions and not really trying to persuade them, shove it down their throat, but to enlighten them and to educate. And it's tough because, you know, just as much as there are information out there that supports it, there is tons of information out there that's trying to dispute why going vegan is, you know, the best way to live your life. So, you know, anybody has access to, you know, everyone has a voice out there. So you really just have to, like, what do you want out of it? What do you want out of it? You know, and that's what's most important, you know. So there's a lot of stuff out there, and I don't want to go into all the details because those videos do it so well that I wouldn't want to ruin it for them.
No.
But yeah, absolutely. You know, and there's so many, and being in this area, like, now's the perfect time, and what Gary in his video said, like, this is the best time to go vegan because there's so many restaurants that are on board, and just the whole such pockets, you know, society, you know, is so on board with this in this day of age.
Yeah, it makes it so easy. Like, even if you live in, like, the middle of Alabama,
or where I live, in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you are not in the middle of nowhere. He's in the Bay Area, which, like, is like there's so many vegan restaurants, but no, we're not saying where you live. But anyway, what was I saying?
There's so many places. So
even if you live in, like, the middle of Alabama, they have a Subway, you know. Subway's got new vegan options. I think, like, a meatball sub, something else.
Oh wow!
And yeah, it's like new, just came out. And then Taco Bell has vegan options. Burger King now has the Whopper. Carl's Jr. Yep. So, like, now is the time. Like, there's not really an excuse. So, and there's online grocery stores too, which, like, you can get awesome vegan, like, specialty items delivered to you. So
they're obviously doing this because you know, it's become such a demand, you know, which means that more and more people are starting to change their eating.
Become woke,
yeah. So there's no dispute. People are doing it. Whether you believe it or whether you believe it's the healthiest way or not. If Burger King is spending the resources and the time and the money to alter their burgers to a vegan option, then, you know, there must be a reason for it. Can't deny the facts. This is true. So.
You want more of this?
Sure.
I love food. I love Veggie Grill.
Taco Bell also now has a hotel.
Taco Bell does?
Yep, there's a hotel Taco Bell. It's called Hotel Bell.
Where?
I don't know where, but I've heard of it, and it is a hotel by Taco Bell. And I haven't researched this yet to see all the amenities, but I can imagine
there's a lot of tacos involved.
There's probably a lot.
Taco themed. Every room has a taco.
Yeah, they don't put a mint on your pillow. They put a taco on your pillow. I feel like that's a given. I don't know anything about it, but I like to think that's true. They give you, you know, your room key with a free taco.
I need water. Do you ever, like, eat so much?
No. Doesn't happen.
That, like, you just, like, need water? to like continue like the pushing down of all your food.
No, but you know. So, Monica, you have such beautiful skin, and you said that your dermatologist told you to come off dairy. But have you like does it work? I mean, you talked about before.
First of all, I had 2 dermatologists within my acne phase, which I had acne for like 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. And one of them I remember very distinctly said, I brought in all my products, I brought in my makeup brushes, I brought in like I told him what I eat, like I did everything, and I was like, do you think it's something I'm eating? And he looked at me and he was like, no, that's a myth. And I believed him because he was an expert. And then I still struggled with acne forever. Accutane was like a last resort that I really didn't want to get on, but like I was willing to at the end. And the person who asked me, who told me to cut dairy, was actually a doctor in training, which thank goodness it wasn't my normal doctor. I don't think my normal doctor would have said the same thing in any way. I think she would have been like, oh, let's put you on like birth control or Accutane, whatever. But luckily it was a doctor in training. And I think at the time that I went vegan, a lot in my life changed. Like my stress level went way down because of school. Like I was in school, and then when I went vegan, it was like I recently graduated, like very recently. Actually, no, it wasn't that recent. It was kind of recent. But anyways, that changed. My job changed, which was a lower stress level, and my sleep patterns got so much better, both because of work's changing and also not being in school. And then cutting out dairy was like a huge help. And I think it was just like the combination of like those main 3 things that really, really helped, because I didn't change my skincare at all. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say like cutting out dairy was like my like that's what it was.
Right.
But that it was like a combination. And I do believe that if I did eat dairy, that I would have acne for sure.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
What challenges do you find over the last 3 years that you found that you had to overcome in the beginning, or ongoing challenges that you still have
Of being vegan.
Of being vegan, yeah. So, what challenges have you found to be the toughest over the last 3 years of going vegan?
Well, I think recently has been my only struggle, actually, because once I made the decision to go vegan, I didn't touch on this question, but from earlier, but once I made that decision to go vegan, like there was no turning back to me. Like it was decided, it was done, that's what I was doing, that's it, you know? And I never looked back. But I will say one challenge is like if you're trying to diet in any way, for me personally, like it makes me question veganism, like when I'm hungry, like when I'm like, oh my gosh, all I want to do is eat, and then someone's like eating something that's not vegan. Of course it's going to look good to me because I'm like trying to like not eat what I really want to be eating, which is vegan food. So that's the only struggle. And I make food for a lot of other people that isn't vegan. Like I just like, that's part of my job. I just have to. And sometimes
you're a chef?
Yeah.
Would you say you're a top chef?
The toppest of top chefs.
Or did you get chopped and that's why you're here?
But like sometimes like when I see it and I'm hungry, and then I'll be like, why can't I just like have a bite? Like, why can't I just eat this? Like, why do I make it so hard for myself? And then I eat my vegan food, and then I'm like satisfied, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, that would have been horrible for my stomach. It would have been horrible for my skin. It would have been horrible for my health. Like, and those poor animals. Like, so it's not worth it.
I see. So, what about when
Do you
someone?
want to try this?
Oh, sure. Well, are we done with this? Yeah.
Are you done?
I can't go back. You can't have dessert and then go back to eating the main entree.
Oh my gosh, yes you can.
Not right away.
Yeah, because it's like salty, sweet, salty, sweet.
No, not with jalapenos.
To me, I can.
No.
Well, I want to try it. Let's smell it.
You can't go back.
I can't smell. I literally cannot smell anything. Can you smell?
Peachy.
Cool. How many of you love saving a little extra of your food and then eating dessert and then going back to your food? Me. I do. Party one.
Depends on what it is. If it cleanses your palate. Alright, so, Monica, what is this?
It's peach cake. Peach cream cake.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you're going to say? Okay.
What do you have to say about it?
My observation.
Grilled peaches.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's grilled peaches, which honestly I don't think I've ever had before. I've never had grilled peaches in my life, so I am looking forward to this. And also, you try things as a vegan, and you don't know any different what it tastes like before if you've tried it for the first time. So, which is lots of things. So really, and like with anybody, the more you eat something, your palate and your taste buds change, and fruit becomes like candy. Beets become like candy. This is true. I can't make this up.
Good. Rate it.
It's light.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor to me. Is that what you mean by light?
Maybe because you're sick. Yeah, it's not like a cobbler.
I feel like I've never had a cobbler before.
A cobbler is just like a peach pie that's been mashed and then like put back together really nice.
It's like Cool Whip and cream cheese.
Oops.
Like definitely cream cheese.
I think some of the what's the question you get asked the most by those who are trying to challenge the reason behind going vegan?
Also, the peaches don't taste like peaches to me.
I think your taste buds are just
but that tastes normal to me.
Spicy.
What? People don't really challenge me. I mean, like, no one's like...
People challenge me all the time.
No one's like, you should
Uber
be
driver
vegan.
will challenge me.
What do you mean? Like, what do you get asked or said to?
Well, the energy and resources that goes into like wrapping the food, So I think when I say challenging, I think some of the questions or the comments or argument against going vegan are a lot of things that are just irrelevant, either ignorant or just plain out wrong. And sometimes like you don't even know where to start. Kind of like when someone says, "Oh, look at all the resources that go into wrapping that food." Like, that's such a viewpoint that's like, well, then maybe we should eliminate any empty caloric food that takes any amount of energy to wrap. That's not going to be good for your body,
Yeah.
Like, why why I bring that.
I mean, you can nitpick anything, but like, if you're vegan, at least you're making a dent. Like, at least you're making a little difference in like our water sources, helping to feed other people instead of livestock, and at least you're making some difference versus like someone who's like nitpicking all of those things. Like, they're probably not doing anything.
Right.
They're
well,
probably
they
not.
don't feel like they're doing anything wrong. That's the thing. I think that's the point that where they come from is they don't feel like they're doing anything wrong. In their view, we're omnivores, which means that we eat meat and vegetables, and they think that because yes, we've been eating meat for 100,000 years. This is true, but the reasons why we have canines, we don't have canines. You look at a canine and you look at our teeth, and they look nothing alike. You look at an ape or a chimpanzee, whose teeth are much sharper than ours, and all they do is eat vegetables and root and sometimes ants.
Yeah, but like the bugs are like 1% of their diet.
Bugs. And you know what? If you were out there on your own trying to survive and you decided to eat bugs,
you do you, man.
You do you. You know, if you're gonna go and you're gonna hunt your own buffalo and you're gonna eat it, for survival, you're not hurting the environment.
Yeah.
The only thing you're doing is hurting, and that's where you come. The whole like anatomy comes into play. Like someone says, okay, people that are out there hunting, Aborigines, people that do still hunt. No one's gonna dispute it because that's the way they live. Now, the way we as society now does it, mass production, that is unethical. We're taking away from our resources that we can give to our homeless and starving people. The mass production where we're just producing these animals at a faster rate than we should, keeping these cows producing milk year round when they shouldn't be, producing them with genetically engineered, modifications, stuff like that. But if you go out there and you catch a bison, the only thing I'm going to say to you,
you sound like a real vegan.
The only thing I'm going to say to you is that our bodies are not meant to eat meat, and that's where I would say, well, then you can do that, but maybe you shouldn't, because our intestines aren't made for that. We're made for breaking down vegetables, and our bodies can't flush out bacteria like a hyena whose intestines are much shorter. And you look at any anatomy.
I think this is why I don't get a lot of backlash, because whenever someone tries to ask me questions, like I'm usually like, I'm not an expert. Like I this is just the way I live. But
I'm not an expert either.
But like, here's this video to show you, or here's a study, because people can't argue with someone that they can't argue with.
Well,
they can argue with me.
They're probably trying to get your number too, and they want to be sweet.
No one has ever hit on me because I was vegan, though.
Yeah, but no one's gonna dispute you and make you mad.
Yeah.
People like to make, but I think it's a challenge. I could easily just say, hey, watch this video. I don't want to skew your opinion, but I like to challenge myself, because I feel like that if I truly believe in something, and like anybody that truly believes in something, they should be able to
articulate why
and persuade a person a little bit at least. So to me, it's a challenge, because yes, like the first couple weeks of going vegan, you're just like, I just want to eat plant-based food, and that's all I care about, and then all of a sudden, like, you're asked 1,000 questions on why do you eat so much. It's like, well, because I'm eating vegetables right now, and I don't know what else is out there, or what does it matter? You're just one person, and then you can be like, well,
yeah,
that's one more animal, and
that's so true.
One person a year does save 200 animals.
That's awesome.
This is true. One person a year will save 200 animals. That's not to say like,
instead of asking people like, how long have you been vegan? It was like, what's your animal count?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Like, I don't 600 and
I don't measure by time. I measure by how many animals I've saved. You should use that. I want to start doing that. Just think about, if I save 200 animals a year, Then I've done it for 4 months, so a third. So what's 1/3 of 200 is around a little less than 800, or a little less than 800, not 800, a little less than 80, right? 1/3 of 200?
Yeah,
it's about a little less than 80. So I would say 80 animals.
That's so funny.
Monica would be like 600, 700 animals. So when someone asks you,
oh my gosh, that's
Monica,
how
long have you been vegan? You'd be like, I've been
not
vegan
to mention, like, how much
long
water
enough.
you saved and other food you saved that would be fed and gave to the livestock too.
This is true. But yeah, maybe
you gas emissions.
Maybe in a link below, you can advertise.
Well, let us know what your animal count is below. Your saved animal count.
There you go. What's your animal count? And I think you had to fact check me, but I believe that the consensus has been, it could have been 200 cows alone, but let's just say 200 animals alone. It's a pretty safe bet. 200 animal lives a year.
That's crazy.
So what's your animal count? How many animals have you saved?
What's my French fry count right now?
A little around 80. That's about right. I would say that's a pretty good way to think about it. Is that your numbers are higher than your days being vegan, animals saved, exponential.
Instead
so you
of days,
math whizzes.
Saved.
Instead of days, animals saved. Who's gonna coin that one?
Obviously.
I don't count days. I count animals saved.
Yeah, you.
That's a good one.
Let's joint coin that.
Let's
joint coin.
We will follow up with information on that in another video on how many animals are actually being saved, and which animals, or more information on that.
Cool. Cool.
That works.
This is so good. I love food. I love chats. I love being vegan. Any other burning questions you think people would want to know?
It's like anything. Change is tough, but with repetition and habit, you can make it easy as how you were before.
Yeah.
Just like waking up really early for me, it's really hard. Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning is really hard, But waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning is harder for me than being vegan right now. So those of you who wake up at 4:30 and go work out and stuff, if you can do that, you can be vegan.
Yeah,
because I can't even do that.
Dedication.
Yes, that's if you have any kind of dedication where you can wake up that early, make a smoothie or whatever kind, but go to the gym at that early in the morning, you can be vegan because it doesn't take as much discipline as it is to wake up that early and go to the gym than it is to be vegan.
True.
Because if I can do it.
For me, anyway. Maybe for some
I'm not a
people,
morning person.
No.
I can go to the gym at 1 a.m. though.
Yeah. I like to wake up early. I just naturally, my alarm clock is like between like 7 and 8. Usually about 7:30.
Sun's like up there by then.
Yeah, okay.
You don't see the sun when you wake up because it's already above your house.
But I'm saying it wouldn't be hard for me to like wake up at 6. It would be really hard for me.
I wake up at 6. I set my Mr. Coffee for 6. So I wake up and then I hit snooze till like 6:30. So yeah. So if you have any good ideas on how to wake up earlier, let me.
Alright, so we're gonna end this video soon. We just are going to go out with like one more question, which is like what your current diet is like while being vegan.
Or yeah, what diet goals do you have?
Oh, that's a good one too. Okay.
So Monica, what is your diet? What are your diet goals, or what are you working towards making your diet about?
So, funny enough, because we just ate Veggie Grill, but like I would say I'm focusing on eating more protein and also eating more fruits, vegetables, raw and cooked, and slowly winding down the junk food, processed food, everything that Veggie Grill represents that we've got, and yeah, I would say that.
So what would be,
Like,
what would be a 3-course, or what would be a meal, 3 meals that you would have in one day?
okay, well, I love salads, so
What's your breakfast like?
I have a smoothie every single morning, like
What's
always.
in your smoothie?
Okay, so the fruit changes all the time, but basically it's like today I think it was like pineapple, cherries, mango, blackberries, and acai. And then I do flax milk, and then I also do flaxseed, hemp seeds, chia seeds, and then I do I blend it with water, and I do a protein powder. And lately I've been doing like some sort of like either mushroom powder or like some other type of powder. It's like a lot that goes in my smoothies. I think I did Sex Dust today by the brand like Moon Juice, I believe. So I have a smoothie for breakfast every single day. I think I've been doing that for like 2.5 years now. And then lunch, I would say, is like some type of salad. I don't really care what it is, whether there's like chickpeas in it or quinoa in it, or I don't know. It's just arugula is my favorite, kale is my favorite. So yeah, and then for dinner, I really like just like vegetables, like any type of vegetable, but mainly like zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, and just like grill those up, and then have a side of like some type of protein, whether it's like tofu or like I love Beyond Meat sausages. That's like my current fave. So like gluten-free, soy-free, nut-free, all that stuff. So just Beyond. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so when I first went vegan, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a year to try all the good vegan food, all the good vegan substitutes, and then I'll start eating like healthy, because I just don't want to feel like I'm like limiting myself in any way. And they keep coming out with amazing vegan food, so I can never do it because I want to try everything. Like, oh my gosh, Trader Joe's just came out with their ranch dip.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So good.
I do.
And chocolate hummus.
I haven't seen that.
Also really good. So I don't know. It's like an in between. So what about you? What's your diet like? What are your diet goals?
Right now, I currently just wake up with just my coffee. But if I have a little bit more time, I'll have oatmeal with blueberries and coconut chips. Coconut. Usually from Whole Foods. They're like different kinds. They're like salted, no salt, and caramel coconut chips that are pretty good. Trader Joe's also has their own couple of varieties of coconut chips, all different textures, different ways that they roast them. So different ways it's roasted have kind of slightly different flavors. So I'll put that in with oatmeal, blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries. And then lunch, usually I have some lentil soup. I'll have lentil soup, and I'll chop up some like artisan vegan sausage, or I'll mix in beef, the beefless, what's it called from Trader Joe's?
The ground beef.
Yeah, ground beef. So Trader Joe's has some pretty good varieties. So I'll usually have that, and then usually for dinner I'll have arugula salad, and Trader Joe's has these awesome like little cups that they have either quinoa or chickpeas, and they'll mix in a couple other things. So I usually use that and throw into the arugula, usually an avocado, a little grape or plum.
He's fancier than I am.
Grape or plum tomatoes, and then my favorite thing so far, I've tried all 3 vegan dressings, but I found that my favorite is the spicy, what's it called? I have it in my refrigerator. The spicy peanut sauce, vinaigrette. And it's not sauce, but a vinaigrette that you can get at Trader Joe's, and it's by far the best. I also throw in nuts, yep, pistachios.
He's really good at making salads.
And then there's 2 kinds of...
Die.
there's two kinds of tofu. There's sriracha and then there's baked, and I prefer like the sriracha. So usually I'll have that every day, and I haven't gotten tired of it yet.
That's awesome.
So.
Okay, what do you have?
And also.
All right, my camera died. We're back with your goals. What you're working towards.
Oh, right. So, so before I went vegan, I tried just limiting a lot of carbs. So I was eating just a lot of meat and vegetables and salads. And so when I became vegan, I stuck to just eating vegetables. I didn't know of anything else. So I was just eating a lot of vegetables and dips and you know, hummus and black bean dips. So I hadn't really like been eating a lot of protein. But then I later found that between soys and lentils and pea protein, and I was able to get just as much protein as I did before when I was eating chicken and beef and fish. So I bought a vegan book, high protein vegan cookbook, and it has a lot of different recipes that have high amounts of protein. So my goals still are to keep my my carbohydrates low and my protein high, and working on bad shoulders right now. So, but I'm starting to work through those again. So I'm trying to get hopefully bigger than I was, you know, muscle-wise than I was when I was not vegan. So that is a goal of mine.
That's
is to
awesome.
get bigger than I was before. So
this is the cookbook you bought. And yeah, apparently it has some good recipes. So
it's been working. We got a little muscle there. You know, so you don't have to eat protein.
Me too.
Yeah, it's all.
That's vegan.
That's all vegan, and that's 3 months. And a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, your muscles come from when you were." Eating beef, and a lot of people would say that, but eventually, you know, yeah, by like when I'm like 55 years old.
Blueberry tofu pancakes. Okay, who wants it? Who wants blueberry tofu pancakes?
I do. Tofu, I like tofu.
I honestly would eat that too.
I like tofu. A lot of people don't like tofu. Tofu for me is a huge source of protein, and lentils and. You know, so between those two, it's easy to make because it's already ready to eat. So you just throw it in salads. Some things do require a little bit more time and a stovetop or oven. For me, I can do this with just a microwave. I even got rid of my grill, my little electric grill. I took it back.
Crazy.
Because I don't have any. I need it. So everything. You know, I don't suggest always use the microwave. If you have stovetop, it's better for you. Microwaves aren't said to be the healthiest thing to be cooking food from. So I highly suggest
never use microwaves.
Yeah,
ever.
Stovetop. But for me, if I can eat vegan with just a microwave, then people with a full kitchen can do the same.
Even better. Yeah.
Even better. So yeah, let me come over and use your kitchen. Please.
He's homeless.
I'm pretty much homeless, yes.
Cool. Okay, well, we ate all our food pretty much. I mean, there's like 4 chips left and like 7 fries, so I think we're good. I think we can end this. And thanks for watching us eat. Thanks for watching. And what would your message be?
To wrap this up, I would say, you know, start being vegan today. And instead of counting the days, count the animals you save.
Oh my gosh, yes! Message of the video. I love that. Alright, bye you guys. Love you. Hey. Count.